says the secret to a loving relationship is cheering for all the same teams. She says, yeah, unless it's Gryffindor completely destroying your Slytherin ass. From the No Boss, No Rush Studios in Scottsdale, Arizona, where sports, laughs, and just the right amount of chaos collide. This is the S3 Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? You are listening to the S3. I am JD. She's Ms. Lady M. Jeff Demers with Ms. Marnie Tisdale. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been on.
Mm-hmm.
What did we do the last couple of weeks? Well, I had to cover a lot of Diamondbacks games, so they were on the road now.
Yeah, you had like 5 games last week. That was a lot to try to balance everything else around. So.
That's a lot. When my usual schedule says to get up at 3:30 in the morning and I don't get home from the game until like 11:30 midnight. Yeah. That takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot out of you, but we've had a lot happen since then. Obviously, you probably see us sporting our Kyle Busch gear. I was a huge Kyle Busch fan. She's wearing the current stuff. I'm wearing the old stuff. I love the picture on the back of this, which I'll take a picture and put it on our Facebook page, but I love the color of the M&M's car when he was driving it. It was just gorgeous. It was so fun as a media member to just shoot his car. The colors with the M&M's and the Skittles car was probably my favorite one. The red.
I've seen pictures.
Yep. Like the access that I got covering him was amazing. I don't know if you've seen it. If you're on YouTube, look up Kyle Busch Pit Stop, the S3. Literally, I could have reached out. I was so close to the action. I could have reached out and like just tapped the top of his hood as he's flying by me. Probably would have lost a hand, but I mean, it was amazing. It was so fun. And I don't want to get too much into it, but I was just truly blessed to be able to witness somebody's greatness in the sports world, you know? Yeah. So he'll be a name that we talk about for a long time going forward. I need to find another driver, which is obviously least important at the moment, but I'm still a huge NASCAR fan. And so I got to see, I don't know who to go with at this point, because I followed him over from M&M's, but from Joe Gibbs Racing.
Yeah.
Had the opportunity to meet him. I got my photo with him, not as a media member. I actually had to buy tickets for us.
Mm-hmm. I took that photo. I remember. I've met the man and talked to him myself.
Signing that hat right there.
When you have that kind of a connection.
This is the only time that I'm going to be wearing this hat. Because it is autographed, it will go back to where it belongs afterwards. But we thought we would honor Kyle by wearing his gear today that we have. Again, real big Kyle fan for over a decade. But so this one's for Kyle. But we got a lot. We got a lot of NASCAR to talk about. We got Arizona Diamondbacks, obviously just red hot right now. Trying to figure out what's going on with the Phoenix Mercury. We're going to break down again one of NASCAR's biggest weekend as they head off to Nashville. They're in Nashville now, the truck race, which we're not going to talk too much about, if at all, because it starts in less than an hour.
Right.
So we probably won't even get to that segment, even if we were to. We're going to finish it up. We're going to do something at the end where we're just going to kind of spitball, but we want to know for you, those of you that are watching on the live, even if you're watching the recording, your sports bucket list. What 5 events do you absolutely have to go to in your lifetime, or even which ones have you already been to that you would go to again? So we'll talk about that here towards the end. But what's first?
Headlines and horrible dad jokes.
All right, so the headlines may not be horrible, but the dad jokes, well, they are. If you use these and you get some serious backlash for being an idiot, that's on you. We told you.
Use at your own risk.
Use at your own risk. All right, so headline number 1, the NBA Western Conference Finals are going to a Game 7 after the Spurs blow out OKC by 27 points. Victor Wembanyama finished with 28 and 10 to force a Game 7 in OKC on Saturday. That game is tomorrow. Definitely want to watch that game. The winner will take on the New York Knicks, who are back in the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999. Knicks have won a title. Haven't won a title since 1973. I think their only other title before that was 1970.
Okay.
But
in a minute.
Interesting. Who do you think is going to win? Now, OKC's going to be at home. Who's going to win?
Am honestly, not that the Spurs are not an amazing team, because they have been. Like, Wembanyama's brought them up to where they expected him to when they drafted him. So there's something to say there, but I am a bit shocked by OKC's struggle with this site. They just felt like they were going to blow right through again.
I'm really not
going into the playoffs.
I'm not too shocked. I guess that wouldn't be the word, because the Spurs did handle them pretty easily in the regular season.
I guess that's true.
But they are the champions, and we'll see how they respond. I think that OKC pulls this one out at home. Probably. And I think OKC, or let me just say this, because the series will start before we come on the show on air next week. I am covering the Diamondbacks Nationals series next week. So if we do a show, it'll be Thursday next week instead of Friday. Right. So, but by the time we come back on, they'll have at least played 2 games, because I think the series starts on Tuesday. New York will be on the road as the Western Conference will host this year.
Can honestly say I don't necessarily think it matters whether it's the Thunder or the Spurs. Whichever team gets there, I don't think the Knicks are going to have a chance. Is that rude? Like, I just automatically
No, it's not rude.
Either one of these two teams is going to be the one that wins.
If you look at it,
in a way, like the baby finals, really.
The Knicks were the number 3 seed in the East?
Yeah. 3 or 4, 3.
But
yeah.
I mean, I think, it's not going to be a sweep or anything like that. I mean, it would be nice to see.
There'll be a little fight, but it could be a 3-1.
I would like to see it go 7, but I don't think it will. And I think whoever wins tomorrow will be
the winner,
the champion this season.
Me too.
And I'm not hating on the Knicks. I love Jalen Brunson. I think he's really good. He's got a great supporting cast. But I mean,
I don't think they have it enough to win against the Spurs or against OKC. So it really doesn't matter which one of those two teams. That's why whoever wins tonight is the winner, probably.
Tomorrow.
Sorry.
What do you think Stephen A. Smith would think of our take on this?
You have a lot to say, and I don't think it would be very nice.
Yeah.
He was involved in the angry old man yelling.
Why did the Energizer Bunny go to jail?
I'm sure the word cells involved. I don't know.
He was charged with battery. Wouldn't that be the battery was charged? Anyway, he was charged with battery. All right. Headline number 2, per ESPN's Jesse Rogers, Major League Baseball owners propose a hard salary cap to players as part of the next CBA on Thursday. Their first firm cap proposal since 1994. Under the new proposal, or if they agree on it, it would be a new proposal presented in a meeting with union officials. Each team would need to maintain a payroll of at least $171.2 million without exceeding $245.3 million starting in 2027. Now, this is going to rock a couple teams that go over that number by a lot. One of the teams is going to be in town next week to take on our Diamondbacks, that being the Dodgers.
Their cap
that includes that number needs to include player benefits, just as it does under the current competitive balance tax system. Quote, fans overwhelmingly support a salary cap and like in the other leagues, because they don't believe a $446 million spending gap from top team to the bottom team is a fair fight.
Okay.
I'd say $446 million can get you a few more players.
Yeah.
and we're not picking
Grab
on
a
the
couple of
Dodgers.
Shohei Ohtanis for that.
The Dodgers are paying what the system allows them to pay,
right?
Because then they'll just pay the luxury tax. But the end game is to win championships.
Right.
But
right.
I mean, there are other teams out there that need to get their numbers down. It's not just the Dodgers. Right. So league spokesman Glenn Copeland went on to say our salary cap and floor proposal levels the playing field while sharing baseball revenue with the players 50-50 as we grow the game together. That's good. Mm-hmm. You know, the players get an extra cut on everything.
I actually
like
think that would be more appropriate for a lot of ways, that if they got some of the actual profit, like profit sharing versus just their hard salary, because then it doesn't even matter necessarily if the salary's lower. Because if you're playing well enough to get the fans buying the gear and coming to the games, you're going to get that profit sharing amount.
Yeah, I definitely I like this proposal. I think there needs to be a cap. I'm not just saying it because everybody hates the Dodgers and the Yankees and even my Red Sox. I'm not just saying that, but if we can get a strong proposal and a strong ceiling and have teams actually stick to that, then and have really stiff penalties if they don't.
Right.
Then I think it'll kind of, it won't really even the playing field, because you're still going to have players that don't want to go play in let's say
it'll settle it down. Instead of being skyscraper difference, it'll be a house difference.
So we'll see what happens. What do French hedgehogs see on Groundhog Day?
I have no idea.
Their chateau. That was so stupid. Headline number 3. Ryan Clark, our buddy over at ESPN, he's not our buddy. Ryan Clark said that due to their tough schedule, the Patriots will completely miss the playoffs this season. Now, that may be the popular vote because not everybody likes the playoffs or the Patriots, and they do not want to see them go back. But the Patriots are still expected to add A.J. Brown sometime after the 1st. Let's not forget that. That is going to open up their passing game big time. Patriots do have the 6th hardest strength of schedule, but if you're saying that the Patriots will not make the playoffs because of their schedule, the Chiefs have a tougher schedule. The Bears have a tougher schedule. The Packers have a tougher strength of schedule. Are you saying that they are also not going to make, or are you just saying that the Patriots weren't really as good as it, which I think is what everybody's saying?
The same people that are belly aching about the only reason we got to the Super Bowl last year was because of our easy schedule. So they're the same people saying, "Oh, now it's a tough schedule. Now it'll never happen." But this is where we
have done pretty good in the past against whatever schedule.
We'll show up, and everybody will have to eat humble pie. I mean, they won't. They'll complain about it. They'll come up with new excuses and stuff. But
they wanted Mike Vrabel fired. He didn't get fired.
Right.
They wanted Stephon Diggs to be kicked out of the league. He didn't get kicked out. He doesn't have a home right now. He didn't get kicked out of the league.
I'm still hoping we'll snatch him back.
I would love that. I would love that. And I think he'd come back for a discount too. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So Ryan Clark, just a huge Patriots hater. He's been a Patriots hater forever. Yeah, that's why his show with Bill Belichick just wasn't going to last before he went to North Carolina. So,
right.
They don't like each other. All right. What do you get when you cross a fish with an elephant?
I have no idea.
That would be swimming trunks. Swimming trunks. All right. Headline number 4. Per ESPN's Sarah Barshop, Los Angeles Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford said Thursday he, quote, appreciated Coach Sean McVay calling to tell him the team was going to draft Ty Simpson last month. Quote, I understand where the team's coming from. Stafford went on to say on Thursday, quote, listen, I'm not 25 years old, and I get that. So we're doing everything we can to be as good a football team as we can for now, for the future, for all of it. I don't believe at any point did Matthew Stafford think, oh, God, they just drafted somebody to take my spot this year?
Right.
I think he fully understands that that's his spot until he no longer wants that spot.
Right.
Like, it could be 3 years down the road. It could be 4 years down the road, 5 years down the road. I think Stafford's probably got 1, maybe 2 more years in him.
I feel like it's really in line with the way Sean McVay operates, because he's always had that, like a big overlap when he wants to bring in fresh meat to take over a veteran's position. He's always had 1 to 2 seasons of overlap like that. I don't feel like that's new. I don't feel like it's surprising.
I mean, that's how you run a team.
He had the ability, he had the slot for it, everything. Why would he not have just gone ahead and made the move?
Yep. Completely agreed. All right. Did you hear about the guy who's afraid of escalators?
No.
He's taking steps to avoid them. We told you they were horrible dad jokes. All right. What's next?
We back the D-backs.
All right. We do back the D-backs.
They're making it easier these days.
They are making it a lot easier to back the Diamondbacks, especially when you have to sit in the press box for the full game. It's better when they're winning. And you have to write articles on them, which, by the way, you'll be able to see you'll be able to see the recap of every game, home or away, on CoachJeffDemers.com as I stay up very, very late to make sure that I have everything that I need. All right. So the Arizona Diamondbacks, again, arguably the hottest team in baseball right now, winning 9 of 10 games. They are coming off of their second sweep of the San Francisco Giants in their last 10 games. They swept the same team in less than 2 weeks. How do you even let that happen if you're the Giants manager? You let your rival, somebody in your division beat you, sweep you twice in 10 games. Your manager needs to be fired. You got swept by someone in your division twice in 10 games. Right. You need to be fired. It's called making adjustments.
They're not pivoting very well.
Very glad that they made absolutely no adjustments.
It worked in our favor, so we'll take that.
All right. So the Diamondbacks are currently tied for second in the NL West with the San Diego Padres, 4.5 games back of the Dodgers. Dodgers are here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think.
Okay.
We may want to go to one of those games.
I think that would be a fun game.
Let's see what tickets we can pick up, because I got to cover the National Series from the press box. I think that's a 3-game series. I think so. Friday, Saturday,
Thursday,
Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay.
I think it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're giving away Corbin Carroll bobbleheads during that series.
Get another one.
And you've got there's 2 different ones.
Okay.
There's 2 different ones, so fans will have a choice. It's either one of them at the plate and one of them sliding. So
that's interesting.
Pretty cool. I've got the Corbin Carroll. What would you call this one? You're the Star Trek nerd.
He's a rebel fighter.
He's a rebel fighter. That's right.
He's a rebel fighter pilot.
I'm working on my nerdness. If you didn't hear the opening to the show, I'm working on it.
He got me into sports. I'm gonna get him into the nerd.
He got me into like Harry Potter and all that stuff. So that's the X-rated version. My bad. Harry Potter is the name of the show. All right. So the Dodgers do come into town. They have also won 8 of their last 10 games. So you have basically 2 of the hottest teams. With whatever they're playing the Mariners this weekend. Depending on how that goes, this could be a matchup of the 2 hottest teams in all of baseball, with the Dodgers coming to town. So, I mean, it's going to be a great matchup regardless of what happens this weekend. But I don't want to see the Diamondbacks be like, oh, we're ready to take on the Dodgers, and then you get swept by the Mariners before you take on the Dodgers. Let's not have that happen.
But get ahead of ourselves. Yeah.
They have a 3-game series. You've got Gallen, Nelson, and Kelly on the mound for that series to try and keep the momentum going. Everything seems to be clicking right now for Arizona, especially at the plate. Ketel Marte, I don't know what Kool-Aid he's been drinking lately. For the last 2 weeks, he got the NL Player of the Week again. Corbin Carroll's been hitting triples. He's only like 2 or 3 triples shy of the team record held by Stephen Drew at 54.
Yeah.
Already.
Already.
It's not like he's been on the team for 10 years.
No. This is why he's my favorite player. I love Corbin Carroll.
Well, you can't have my bobblehead. You have to get your own. You have to go to the game that I'll work at. Now, if I get one, I will give you, because I already have a Corbin. I already have a Corbin back here. I will give you that one. Media members usually get one. So I will give that one to you. You already got a jersey. You got the purple Serpientes jersey that I brought home.
I do.
Yes, you got that. I got the
laundry ready to wear
on the wall behind me. So that is one of the perks of being media, especially with the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks do. Out of all the teams that I cover, like Arizona State, they do a great job. But like as far as presentation and how well you're treated by the team and everything, because they give a bunch of free stuff, they pucker up a little bit for the media. So, and I love it because I'm a nobody, but I get all the free stuff. They like Catherine, she always comes out to me. She's like, "Hey, you want a bobblehead? Hey, you want a jersey? What size?" You know, I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'll take one." Yeah. All right. So that's how we get most of our gear, is because I sit in the press box. But yeah, so Corbin Carroll, I'll be in the press box covering the Washington series, but we should go to the Dodgers series. Definitely.
That'd be fun.
Also, this youth movement for the Diamond, you got Fernandez, you got Waldschmidt, you got Tommy Troy. Like now, Troy and Waldschmidt still trying to hit their first home runs. Fernandez has got a couple, but like their bats are hitting it. Like I love what they're doing. They're hitting situational baseball. Runners in scoring position, they're getting hits. Like I love the back end of this lineup with Fernandez again, Waldschmidt, and Troy back there to turn it over to the veterans. So I love the way they're looking, but we do have some concerns. Starting with the guy that's on the mound tonight is Zach Gallen. He's probably the biggest concern on the roster right now. He had another rough outing against Texas not too long ago. He did look good at home, but on the road didn't look too good. Command issues, pitches left over the middle of the plate. We have to see what he does because there's a different Zach Gallen right now from what we're seeing at home and what we're seeing on the road.
Right.
So we need home Gallen to pitch that well on the road. The other things that we're looking at are late inning execution. When they do lose, which they haven't done often, you're looking at blowing like a ninth inning lead like we did in Texas. Yeah. I mean, if we got to put positives out, we can't just go back, and look at the home series. We got to look at what they did on the road. These are things that we can clean up, and there is also help on the way. I'll talk about that here in a second. Several recent losses have featured bullpen or late game issues. They haven't lost much over the last couple of weeks. But when they have,
it's been
it's usually late game stuff.
Yeah.
So, but consistency, they've been doing a lot better as of late. The Rangers series looked bad. The Giants series obviously looked excellent. Colorado looked really good. Arizona kind of still trying to establish, what type of team they really are. But if the bats continue, I mean, as this team, and I said this at the beginning of the season, this team is going to go as their veterans at the top. You got Ketel Marte, Corbin Carroll, and Perdomo. Nolan Arenado's been swinging the bat really well as of late as well. But those top four, I think the youngsters in the back are kind of picking up on that. Let's not forget about Eldemaro Vargas, who had that long hitting streak until I think it was 22, 23 games.
Yeah.
Where he had that going on for a while. He's still hitting the ball very well. But we just need to get consistent, and we need to forge that identity in stone. There shouldn't be a pitching staff out there that can shut us down for more than one game. We should still be, with the bats that we have and as hot as they are, we should still be winning series. And that's the goal. Like, the goal is not to win every game, but if you can win every series or win the majority of your series, chances are you're going to be in the playoffs.
Right.
Which can be very good. Some really big news: the Diamondbacks right now, they might get some more relief added to the bullpen very soon. AJ Puck threw in a rehab assignment for the first time since his surgery last year. Granted, he faced a bunch of rookies in the complex league, but threw 10 pitches, struck out one in one inning. One note on this, though, that I did notice, he again, this was his first time on the mound. He's still trying to ramp up his speed. His fastball right now is right around 93, 94. He's usually 96, 97 mile per hour fastball, so he's got some work on that. I'm not taking too much away from that start outside of the fact that his control looked pretty good. His velocity's down a little bit, but he'll work on that. And hopefully
I imagine it takes a while to build back up when you're at peak.
That's what he's been trying to get to. Right now, I just want to see him healthy. I want to see him throw some innings, throw some strikes, and do it healthy. The velocity, I think, will come. But we'll see. You never know after surgery, Tommy John surgery. So we'll see. All right, what's next?
Mercury rising.
Are they, though? Are they, though? I mean, we love our Phoenix Mercury here, but right now they're struggling, to say the least.
Floundering in the shallow end.
They've lost 4 straight. They're set for a rematch in just a few minutes, which I want to catch that game as well against the New York Liberty. They just lost to the Liberty. They'll be home Monday against Minnesota before they actually have to turn right back around, head back out for the middle of the week for another 4-game road trip against Seattle, Portland, the Valkyries up in Golden State, which I love that name. You love that name for a women's basketball team. And then they'll go to Dallas as well. They won't be home again until for like more than 2 weeks, like June 13th or 14th. I think they're back home.
That's a pretty long run on the road.
I mean, there are some players that are stepping up and looking really good right now. So hot areas to talk about. Alyssa Thomas, I mean, how good can she get? Like, she's amazing. She's the clear engine for this team. She had a 23-7-7 against the Sparks. Nearly recorded triple doubles against both Minnesota and Golden State.
Right.
She continues to make an impact in every phase of the game. She's amazing. Jovana Nogic. One of the biggest bright spots so far for them this season, put up 27 in the win over Chicago. Continues to knock down perimeter shots and provide secondary scoring. Kahleah Copper, obviously at point guard, consistently attacking the rim and producing offense. She put up 22 against the Sparks as well. I guess everybody had a good night against the Sparks. It's one of the few players generating offense. Those are the good things to talk about. Cold areas for concern is team defense. Phoenix has allowed 98 points to Toronto, 97 points to the Sparks, 82 points. After leading Atlanta by double digits, they actually lost that game by 2. Defensive breakdowns are actually becoming a trend right now.
Which we don't want to see, for sure.
It's not really late quarter collapses. It's more second quarter, which has been the danger zone. They'll come out fast in the first quarter. But in the second, like Golden State, for example, turned the game around in the second quarter. Los Angeles dominated the second quarter. The team has struggled maintaining momentum after starting strong again in the first quarters. They also struggle with closing games, and this has been as of late. They blew a lead against Atlanta. We talked about that. They lost a close game against Minnesota. They couldn't finish against Toronto. They lost to the Liberty. Like, the Mercury have the stars. Alyssa Thomas, again, is playing at an all-WNBA level. Nogic is emerging. Copper continues to score. The problem isn't offense, though, for this team.
Right.
It's finishing games and getting stops when they matter the most. So we're going to continue to cheer on the Mercury, the Phoenix Mercury here, because even before that, we didn't really have a women's team because we're both diehard Boston sports fans. We cheer for teams here because we live here in beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona, about to be heated up. Scottsdale, Arizona in another week.
But I'll pick up the Mercury. I've always kind of wanted to get into the WNBA. They're right there.
This is our team. This is our team right now. So we'll cheer for them. All right. What's next?
NASCAR at Nashville preview and DFS strategy.
All right, we're really not going to go over the truck series because that starts in like 20 minutes and there's a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's focus on tomorrow and Sunday's race with the Cup Series and the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts. By the way, if you want to watch that truck series, starts in about 20 minutes, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can watch it on FS1. We may be peeking on that. We may have a TV on that and a TV on the
ball.
On the Mercury.
So
we'll see that. We'll see if that works out. But let's start with, you want to start with tomorrow's race?
Yeah, let's start with O'Reilly.
All right, let's start with the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. The schedule for this one, it's the Sports Illustrated Resorts 250. Wait a minute. Sports Illustrated has a resort?
I did not know that. I mean, we all know about the one thing everybody knows about Sports Illustrated.
I may have found another, like, my favorite
swimsuits.
My favorite resort to stay at in the Nashville area is the Gaylord Opryland Resort. I think I showed you photos of when I did an event.
Is that the one with like the jungle inside?
That's like the jungle. Well,
you've shown me.
Every Gaylord resort has their own theme inside that place, but they're all built the same. So, but that's the one with the river and the jungle and the waterfalls and everything. It was just gorgeous. But if there's a Sports Illustrated Resorts that I haven't heard of yet and it's in Nashville, guess where we're staying when we go to Nashville? Hell yeah. If you stay there, if that's a real thing and you're watching, like, let us know. Like, what's that like? Should we stay there? Or do you have another place in Nashville for us to check out? Anyway.
Threatened by it.
So, Nashville Super Speedway, track length 1.33 mile, concrete paved oval. The date, obviously, Saturday, May 30th, kicks off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The purse for this one, $1.653.5 million. 0.590. I should just give the whole number. All right, you can watch it on the CW starting at coverage starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or if you're old-fashioned, you can listen on Radio PRN Sirius XM NASCAR Channel 90. The distance to this race, 250.04 miles. That is 188 laps. Stage 1 ends on lap 45. Stage 2 ends on lap 90. The final stage ends on lap 188. So let me go down to the O'Reilly Series, formerly known as the Xfinity Series. Headline number 1, Junior Motorsports is absolutely destroying the field. They have 9 wins through 15 races. They have 5 different winning drivers, 72 consecutive races with at least one top 10 finish.
That's crazy.
So the question in this, is this the most dominant O'Reilly Series team we've seen since the peak Joe Gibbs racing years? I would say yes. Hands down.
They are the winningest team by quite a bit. It's hard to disregard that.
Number 2, Justin Allgaier's championship march. I mean, he's the series leader. He's got 3 wins, 207 stage points, which is the most ever through 15 races. He is a former Nashville winner in both 2022 and last year 2025. Is this already Justin Allgaier's championship? Because it doesn't matter if he loses to Cup Series racers. As far as O'Reilly Series goes, I really don't see anyone else taking him down.
No, Connor moved up. he's the one that would have been the threat. Connor Zilic would have been the threat, but he moved up. So there's nobody there to get in Allgaier's way right now.
One of the Cup Series members, Kyle Larson, returns in the number 88 this weekend. Why it matters, driving the Junior Motorsports number 88. I'm pretty sure he will finish in the top 10. He has won 2 of 4 starts this year for Junior Motorsports. He leads all drivers with 477 laps led, despite only 4 races.
That's crazy. That's what you get when you throw a Cup driver down to O'Reilly.
The question is, does anyone, including other Cup drivers, actually have anything for Larson this weekend for the O'Reilly Series? Allgaier, I think, will be there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this is basically Larson's track.
Yeah. If Larson wins, I mean, Allgaier, I wouldn't be surprised. is second, though. Like, it's going to be right there, barring disastrous accidents. That's always a thing you can't predict.
Maybe we have another name that has really shot up lately by the name of Corey Day.
Yeah.
He's got 2 wins recently, winning on tracks he had never raced before. He's one of the hottest young prospects in NASCAR.
Yeah.
The question right now isn't if he'll win again. The question is, like, is Corey Day the next superstar coming up through the pipeline? Will we see him? I mean, he's already had 2 races. Do you think we'll see Corey Day at the big league level next season?
By next season? Yeah, if he keeps racing the way he's racing, I don't see why they wouldn't.
Honestly, I think he may be brought up for somebody like as a fill-in before the end of this season. Before even then.
That would be interesting to see.
Be interesting.
Yeah.
Number 5, the chase bubble is heating up. Drivers near the cut line: Brent Cruz, Parker Retzloff, William Sawalich, Sam Mayer, and Taylor Gray. Right. Who gets in and who gets left out? This is going to be tough. I think Retzloff's probably going to be left out personally.
Yeah.
I see Sawalich maybe moving up. Sam Mayer should be up already, but for some reason he's not. Taylor Gray is hit and miss. And Brent Cruz, I will say that he moves up as well, which means some people need to move back. So you let us know in the comments what you think about that take. Speaking of Sam Mayer, he's kind of having a nightmare season right now. He's had incidents in 10 of 15 races, which is why I'm thinking that he should turn this around. He's got multiple DNFs. Still somehow, though, remains in playoff contention.
Right. Which is insane. If you think about multiple races he didn't even finish, and he's had 10 incidents in 15 races, and he's still in contention.
Has a shot at the playoffs.
That's insane.
We're still pretty young in the season.
Playing on a torn ACL and still getting their team up to the championship. Like it's almost that level of drama.
All right, let's talk DFS strategy for the O'Reilly Series. The core strategy here: this race has a strong dominator profile. Nashville has historically rewarded drivers who control stage 2 and clean air. So target, obviously, junior motorsports cars, drivers with stage point upside like Allgaier, proven Nashville performers. I mean, Larson, place differential of qualifying. The favorites in this, again, Larson, driving the number 88. He's got 2 wins in 4 starts this season. He's led 477 laps, led in limited starts. He's a massive, very massive dominator upside for this one. We already
over
mentioned
100 laps per race.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
We've already mentioned Justin Allgaier as well. He is a Nashville winner in 2022 and last year. He's a series leader in wins, top 5s, top 10s, and stage points. He is the best cash game anchor. So if you're not trying to go for that overall win and you just want to make sure that you're in the money, maybe put him down as your dominator, and fill up the rest of the field. Sam Mayer, again, strong Nashville history, top 10 in all 4 Nashville starts since the series returned. Risky because of his incident issues this season, but I think he can turn it around. I think Nashville is one of his best tracks, so I'd put him in top 10 if he's not too expensive. Austin Hill, again, top 10 in all 5 Nashville starts. Very reliable. Some sleeper plays. Carson Voppel, still chasing his first win, has runner-up upside, strong tournament play. I like Brent Cruz, fast but on the chase bubble. He needs a rebound after losing points recently. William Sawalich, we talk about it every week. Back-to-back 4th place finishes entering this weekend. I like his upside, so use him for upside play. Fade Sam Mayer. Honestly, he's got great upside. I know I put him under my favorites because, I mean, if he actually drives to his potential,
then he deserves to be up there, but otherwise.
Stay away from him this weekend.
Yeah.
Too many incidents. He's got DNFs in 10 of 15 races. Stay away. I hope he turns it around this weekend. I like the guy as a driver. Stay away from Sam Mayer this weekend until he can show some consistency Taylor Gray as well. Bubble pressure, recent chaos makes him a very volatile pick for your DFS team. Stay away from him. My prediction on this one, Kyle Larson wins the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race. Allgaier is probably the safest non-cup driver pick.
Right.
I like him as well. If you can fit both of them in and still get some value in the back of the pack to give you some place differential,
sure, go with it.
Would be fun. All right, let's talk about the Cup Series race. The next race is the Cracker Barrel 400. Again, that is at 1.33 mile Nashville Super Speedway. The purse in this one, $11.233 million. The big boys get paid. That kicks off Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This race is on Prime Video. The race starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or you can listen on Radio PRN. The distance for this race, 399 miles. That is 300 laps. Stage 1 ends on lap 90. Stage 2 ends on lap 185. The final stage ends on lap 300. The question is,
so brutal.
We talked about Larson in the O'Reilly series. He should do very well, but is this the race where Kyle Larson ends the drought? Larson is currently on a 37-race winless streak. His longest since joining Hendrick Motorsports. Nashville is statistically his best track. He's the only driver with a top 10 finish in all 5 Cup races at Nashville. He owns a 5.2 average finish at the track. He's won the inaugural Nashville race in 2021. The question is with him struggling, Larson go ahead.
I was saying I could be completely off the rails here, but I just feel like it's he bit off too much the season when he started doing because he still even goes down to the trucks sometimes, doesn't he? Or am I making that
he does trucks, he does the dirt track, he races anywhere where he
O'Reilly, he does Cup Series, he does a couple of F1 races every year, and that was the year when I felt like I didn't see him winning as much as we do now, or like now where he's like where it petered down is when he started also including Formula One in there. He might just have stretched himself too thin. Like you got to pull back a little bit and have some focus.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, maybe. You could be right. You could absolutely be right. He still ranks amongst the leaders in laps led and running position. He just hasn't closed out races.
Yeah, he was winning like 3 to 5 races a year, and then all of a sudden he stopped. So
I don't want to speak ill of our guy Kyle Busch, but he's kind of on that trend that Kyle Busch was under, where they win in the trucks, they win in O'Reilly, but
but by the time
Kyle
he
had
like series, there's no gas left in the tank.
I think it was like 70-some races before he passed. So by the way, they officially took Kyle off the standings earlier this week. So trying to close out that chapter. So my question to you is, before we go over the other drivers we're looking at, does Kyle Larson win this weekend at his best track?
I think this is probably one of the best shots he's going to have this year to do so. But honestly, deep down in my gut, I don't think it's going to be him. I do think he's going to be maybe in the top 3. I don't necessarily pick him. He's going to win over. He'll be in top 3 for Cup, but I don't see him taking the Cup win. I don't know why.
He's not going to win. Well, let's talk about the other ones that just might have an opportunity. Let's talk about Tyler Reddick.
Well, this kid's been on fucking fire. If you'll forgive my swear, he is having a hell of a season. This is his Cinderella fairy tale season. With a
5.54 average finish through 13 races.
It's crazy.
He's one of the only 5 drivers in Cup history to finish on the lead lap in the first 13 races of a season.
It's insane.
And he currently leads the standings, obviously.
Bunch of wins.
My question is, can he actually sustain this pace and finally convert consistency into a championship? Does 2311 get their championship?
Their first championship this year? We'll have to see if how he does towards this back half of the season. But if you follow the way he's been trending so far, it's fairly easy to say there's a pretty high chance of it.
You know what?
I could see him winning. I could see him winning this weekend. Again.
I think it's too early to pick a winner. I think it's too. I was almost going to put my foot in my mouth and actually pick a winner for the season, but it's way too early. I mean, they race until November.
But we're going to have him, if he keeps where he's at, if he keeps staying in this range where he's finishing on the lead lap, where he's within he's in the first 6 people, not even top 10, he's in the top 6. It's his average for the season. Yeah. That's insane. Yeah, if he keeps going there, he's definitely going to be a contender.
Somebody else that's struggling as of late, Joey Logano. He's 2024 Nashville winner, currently 18th in points. So he is outside the Chase cut line. The Chase only covers the top 16. He's lost 71 points to the cutoff over the last 6 races. How worried should Team Penske be right now with Joey Logano?
I think they should have some concerns. I mean, I'm not saying like where they need to worry about dumping him or anything ridiculous like that, but he's a high tier racer, and right now he's not. He's mid-pack, maybe at best. 18. There's got to be something some kind of strategy or something they need to come up with to overcome whatever the block is, because he's definitely got something going on.
I think that there's just some tracks that Penske just dominates at.
Right.
And I think that this could be one of the ones where they can definitely compete. So maybe look for Ryan Blaney as well. I don't have him on my notes for this show, but look out for Ryan Blaney as well.
He's having a quiet season too, but part of people's quiet season this year is Tyler Reddick is dominating that hard. He's shut out a lot of other possibilities. So
very true.
It might not be as quiet as it feels like.
Speaking of dominating, Joe Gibbs Racing has actually been dominating Nashville altogether, except in the win column. JGR has led 727 laps at Nashville. That's more than double any other organization. The problem is that doesn't transfer into wins. They've won 0. They've got 0 Nashville wins.
Well, I have noticed a trend with Ty Gibbs. He's really good sometimes at getting himself up and like spots 1 to 3 and is hanging there for almost the whole race. But there's almost always something that goes wrong towards the end, whether it's a bad pit stop, whether he's involved in one of those sweeping accidents, whatever it is. They got to figure out how to avoid that. If they can do that, then he'll be up there, spots 1 to 3.
Ty Gibbs is not a bad wild card.
No,
for this track.
He is, if nothing else, he's really good place displacement, or however you call that.
Somebody else I like this weekend, he won last weekend, is Daniel Suarez. Kind of having like a career resurrection. Obviously, he won last weekend. Very emotional.
He burst into tears when they told him he won because it was so important to him to dedicate it to Busch.
I mean, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it.
It made me cry.
He came up through KBM.
Suarez
he learned a lot
it was
from Kyle. So, yeah, you just got to kind of, if you're looking for somebody to cheer for, why not Daniel Suarez? Especially since, he was just released from his other team last year, right? So this is his first year with Spire, and he's already got a victory, which is awesome. It's amazing.
It is.
My question is, and I think we already know the answer to this, has Suarez proven Trackhouse made a mistake by releasing him?
I would say absolutely yes, because he's racing like he first raced. Does that make sense? Like when he was new and he came on, this is what he looked like. And then something happened and that changed. The way that he raced changed, the way that he looked changed. So they let him go, and now he's racing like when he started again. So that tells me it was more involved with whatever changes they made in his strategy and stuff in the background than him as a driver.
So
he's going to make.
I've been giving this a lot of thought, right? Because I need another driver to cheer for.
Leaning hard towards Suarez.
Not necessarily the guy, because all right. So when Junior retired, I went from Dale Earnhardt.
Right.
As a 5-year-old kid, I became a Dale Earnhardt fan. Obviously, the natural move would be to go to Junior. So I went to Junior.
Right.
And then Junior retired, and I went to his enemy because I was like, this guy needs somebody to cheer for. This was a decade ago.
Right.
Right.
Quite a bit.
And I was like, I'm trying to, because I was cheering the whole time for the most lovable guy in NASCAR and Dale Earnhardt Jr. And then
he went straight to the villain.
I went right to the villain, who happened to be my favorite driver's enemy at the time. Today, they're good friends, or they were good friends. But yeah, so I just thought it was a natural pivot. I was like, what should I do? And right now, Carson Hocevar is that dude. He's like the young Kyle Busch.
I do think he'd be a good choice. Honestly, you might as well jump on that wagon while it's hot, because he's a good driver. He's only going to go up. I keep picturing his first win. Sorry, his first official Cup win, because he's the one that spazzed out and like hung out the window and tried to drive down the course, and
he did
like crashed into the wall, and it was fantastic.
He did that on purpose. He did that on purpose. So
it was awesome.
My natural transition to go from Kyle Busch, somebody I cheer for, somebody I love to shoot, as a photographer, as a credentialed NASCAR member, NASCAR photographer. I love shooting his car. I love talking to him, albeit briefly for moments. Talked to his wife briefly a few times while they were here at Phoenix. Those are the perks of being a media member. He's always treated me with respect, even though he and 99.9999% of America don't have a freaking clue who I am, who I actually like. I love that. I love being a nobody that gets the same media credentials as the somebodies.
When I met him,
I don't really want you to know who I am.
He knew who you. He might not have known your name or your story, but he recognized you.
He recognized me a couple times. So did Samantha. It was so sweet.
He's a good dude.
But the natural progression in my fandom, I'm thinking Carson Hocevar is my next dude.
I do think he'd be a good choice for you. I really do.
But here's why he could be a good choice for everybody this weekend. He finished second at Nashville last season. Mm-hmm. He owns a 9.0 average finish at this track. He won the truck race at Nashville just 3 years ago.
Okay.
So could Nashville become the place where Hocevar becomes a legitimate, with his second win, a legitimate championship contender if he can win this weekend?
He's like if he had a chart, he's just kind of going straight up as time goes on. So if he's already got a little bit of a history and some showing of talent at the track, I don't see that getting worse. I see that continuing to get better. So
Hocevar might be my next driver. I love cheering for Busch because he was the villain. Now I might go to Hocevar, even though like the crowd was cheering like crazy for him. So I don't know. Is he that dude, or do I got to wait for somebody else to piss everybody off before I actually become the driver?
I know Connor Zillage hasn't put out much yet in the Cup Series, but I also think he would be a good choice to get on the bandwagon with, because when he finds his groove there, he's definitely going to be dangerous. It's it's early.
A new driver. I mean, I love Denny. Don't get me wrong. I hope Denny gets a championship before he actually gets a championship as an owner. I hope he gets a championship as a driver.
That would be great to see.
So I like him. I like Chase. Everybody likes Chase freaking Elliott because he's the nicest. He was the next Earnhardt in line.
Cinderella princess.
He's everybody's favorite driver of the year. So yeah, why not go to Hocevar? I think I might put a stamp in that here in the next few days. It's still taking a little bit, but I think I might
take your time and think over it. There's still some mourning going on too. So
he's such a great guy. Yeah, just such a great guy.
It hits different when you've met him and had a conversation with him and stuff. It really does.
And I loved when he was on JGR, like the M&M's cars, which I actually have on the back of this shirt. The Skittles car just looked beautiful. That beautiful red just showed up so well through a camera lens. We should see if we could
get the die casts. Do you know what I mean? Of the cars?
If they're still available.
They're probably not. It would probably have to be an eBay thing, but
yeah. But right now that price would probably be just ridiculous. It would probably be better if I blew up some of my photos of Kyle's car.
Yeah, well, we can do that.
I've been taking photos of him for a decade. I've got some photos that I could probably blow up. All right, let's talk NASCAR Cup Series DFS strategy. Course strategy here in Nashville is a concrete 1.33 mile oval. So let's prioritize drivers with strong concrete track history, long run speed, track position, top 10 consistency drivers who can lead laps and score stage points. So let's look at the favorites for Sunday's race. Obviously, Kyle Larson could potentially end his winless streak this weekend. It's one of his best tracks. Average finish in Nashville, 5.2. He's the only driver top 10 in all 5 Nashville Cup races. Great dominator option for this. We just talked about the guy as well, Denny Hamlin. Most laps led at Nashville, 344. Elite average running position at Nashville. Now, again, all of this is pending, tomorrow when they qualify and whatnot, but these are the guys to look out for. He's a strong concrete track driver as well for Denny. Tyler Reddick, I mean, what racetrack can you say that you can't put Tyler Reddick in your lineup? Best average
the way
finish.
He's been racing this year, none of them. He should be on everybody's list always.
Yeah. He leads series in laps run inside the top 10. He's a very safe cash play. I don't know if I throw him in there if you're looking for the win, but if you just want somebody to lead your team into the money, sure. Right. Throw him in there. Ryan Blaney, we talked about him a minute ago. Defending Nashville winner, strong on concrete, good mix of upside and stability. Some of the sleeper plays, maybe my next driver, Carson Hocevar, finished second at Nashville last year, won here in trucks. Strong upside DFS play. Zane Smith is the driver we haven't talked about in a while. Right. He could be somebody that can save you some cash for your lineup. Okay. Look at Zane Smith, Cup best second at Nashville in 2024. So he knows how to drive very well at the track. He's sneaky place differential candidate because he usually qualifies somewhere in the back. So if Zane Smith is in the back, pick him up, put him on your team.
Okay.
I want you to be very careful with a few of these drivers. Brad Keselowski, no top 10s at Nashville in 5 starts. Chase Briscoe, best Nashville finish is 17th. Alex Bowman, your guy, even though you're rocking the bush for our tribute today, your guy, best Nashville finish is 14th. My win prediction for this weekend, Kyle Larson finally ends the drought and wins. By the way, they don't give away. They have a Les Paul guitar, not a trophy. They have a Les Paul guitar that they give away for all the races.
I like the tracks that do the fancy stuff like that, like the one that has the grandfather clocks. That'd be a way cooler thing to have in your house than. Not that trophies aren't cool, but just saying, that would be. I dig it.
That is, man. I can't wait. Cool. So the weekend's win picks. I got Kyle Larson and I've got Kyle Larson for the Cup and O'Reilly Series. For the trucks, it's just starting, but I'm just going to throw out Caden Honeycutt. It's just now starting, or they're starting the coverage right now. So I'm going to pick Caden Honeycutt. The safe pick would be Lance Riggs probably, but I'm going with Honeycutt because I like the name Honeycutt. All right. What's next?
Driver too. Building your sports bucket list. Top.
All right. So chime in chat here. What are the top 5 sports events that you absolutely must attend in your lifetime, even if you've already attended them once? If you feel like you absolutely have to go back, put it in the chat. Let's start with you. Let's pick one at a time. What's one sports event that you absolutely have to go to?
It's probably the most obvious one that anybody could ever say out loud, which is the Super Bowl. Even more obviously, I'd want it to be when my team is there. Even if they didn't win, if my team was there and I could go root for them during the big game, that would be pretty kick-ass. But even if it wasn't my team, it's the freaking Super Bowl. I'd still want to go.
The Pats have been here in the Super Bowl, and I went to the whole NFL experience.
Yeah.
Which you get to do all the fan stuff and all that stuff. I pulled the plug because I thought $1,400 for a seat at the Super Bowl was expensive at the time. Now they're going for like 10, 15, 20 grand. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
I should have went when they were only 15. I had the money. I was just cheap, which I still am.
Right. It's easy to not have the right perspective on stuff. The way that prices have raised just in the past 10 years has made me look at prices completely differently than how I used to. So stuff that felt outrageous before is like, you know what, that might be expensive, but it's going to be 3 times as much tomorrow.
The Super Bowl is on the bucket list, right?
It is.
I'll agree with that. What do you got for the next one?
Probably the NBA Finals.
Ooh.
That would be
with or without your team. I think that would be fun.
Well, with team, obviously I'd want to go see the Celtics the most. The second most would be the Suns. Just I've lived here a very long time.
No, we're talking about going to the finals, babe.
I know. It wouldn't necessarily matter who the teams were as much as it would matter that it was the finals. And I would want to be towards like, not that I'd want to curse anything into going to a game 7, but like the back end would be better than the front
Game
end.
7 of the NBA Finals.
I'd
go to that.
That'd be so awesome.
All right, so we're
might
2
as well
for
throw
2
courtside on that since we're being wild.
What's your pick number 3? We're going 5 here.
Going 5. I gotta think out because there's 2 that
Honestly,
are kind of
really a bad pick.
No, but I can't decide between which one I would want more. So I guess I'll just do 3 and 4 at the same time. World Series, an actual Wrexham game in Wrexham.
Ooh, that's 2.
That's 2.
So you got one more. You want to give your final one?
Oh, what would be another really cool sporting thing to do?
I mean, you got World Series.
I can't decide if it would be Olympics or if I would want to see like the finals of Premier League soccer, just because I think that'd be a neat experience in general.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like Liverpool.
I'm stuck on those 2 for number 5.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. So you want to go to Europe a lot. I'm thinking you might be taking your mom for those. That's what I'm thinking.
You'll go with me if it's sports.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to turn down sports.
Go see the American football game in Frankfurt.
Oh, there you go. Munich. So I got the Super Bowl. I've got the NBA Finals. I would say Daytona.
I didn't even think of NASCAR.
500.
Okay.
That'd be one. I've been to the Final Four and championship weekend for college basketball. That is such an amazing atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Like the crowd is in it every play. Absolutely love it. So I wouldn't do that one again unless I'm covering it for media. Obviously, I would do that again. I'd say World Series. Yeah. Go to a World Series game. That would be cool. So I got the Super Bowl, I got the World Series, I got the finals. I wouldn't put Daytona. I wouldn't. I got Daytona too.
Yeah.
I got one more. What's the sports event that I absolutely cannot miss? Honestly, I would put the Rose Bowl on my bucket list, even though we're within driving distance.
Yeah.
It's an iconic stadium. You got there's certain stadiums like on our vacation that we're planning for the full year trip. We'll hit our bucket list, but the Rose Bowl, Michigan, the Big House. I would say I'm going to do the Rose Bowl for my final on the bucket list, but other college games you got to go to Notre Dame. Have to. Iconic. I want to do jump around at a Wisconsin Badgers game.
Okay.
I want to do the wave to the Children's Hospital at an Iowa Hawkeyes game. It's such an awesome moment during the game that everybody in the stadium turns around and waves to the children that are watching the game on the top floor.
I have to admit, I think it'd be cool to see the Buckeyes.
Ohio State. Maybe we can do Iowa State, Michigan when it's at Michigan.
Yeah.
Double
up.
Got to go to Green Bay just to see Green Bay.
Yeah.
I mean, Lambeau Field.
Kind of have to. That's historic.
Got to throw that on your list.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to Yankee Stadium. I've been asked to leave Yankee Stadium, both the old and the new one, twice.
I want to see
they're so nice to outsiders.
That's obvious. So.
I mean, I was in my Red Sox gear, but apparently every time it's me picking on like 27 of them, it's not the other way around.
Somehow
so I'm the one that has to leave. Jerks. You've never been to Fenway?
Nope.
Yeah,
and I want to.
I got to think we'll probably go. Maybe we can go towards the end of this year. We'll see. Get you to your first Patriots game too.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool.
All right. technically my first football game was here, Cardinals Patriots.
Was that your first?
That was my first ever NFL game. Yep.
What?
The one that we went to together, that my sister and her husband took us to.
Nice. Outstanding. We gotta repay that, by the way. So when we go up and see the Seahawks, we might have to take them to the game.
Yeah.
So that we can call that even. All right, that's about it for the show this week. Please make sure that you like and subscribe if you're watching on the YouTube channel. Make sure that you follow if you're watching it on any other channel, including the S3 Facebook page. Make sure you follow along for more great stuff. So next week, we'll probably do the show on Thursday because I got to cover the Diamondbacks for Sports Media Act on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So fun stuff. Like, let's see. Who you picking to win in OKC and San Antonio?
I still think it'll be the Thunder. I still feel that by a hair.
Too. I would love to see Wembanyama in the finals early in his career, but
he deserves it. I was saying at the beginning of this year, he doesn't look like a kid anymore. He looks like a full-fledged NBA player now. Yep. It shocked me. It's like, oh my God, he grew up.
Yep. The big dog is still the big dog until somebody knocks him off the top of that mountain. So I'm thinking OKC. All right, again, like and subscribe the YouTube channel as we are going for our first 200 subscribers on that channel. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great weekend. Don't overdo it this weekend, and make sure that you're safe and you come back and watch us on next Thursday. Thursday, not Friday, Thursday. Take care now.
That's a wrap on another episode of the S3 Podcast. If you laughed, learned something, or yelled at your screen, we did our job. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and share the show with your crew. And as always, we want to thank the brave men and women serving in uniform and all of our veterans who've sacrificed for our freedom. We'll see you next time on the S3. And go Team Slytherin. I mean Gryffindor. Gryffindor. I meant Gryffindor.